Led by the development and associated activities of the Whampoa Docks, Hong Kong is one of the earliest developed districts in Hong Kong. With such nature, the development pattern in Hong Kong is spontaneous, which neglects the importance of different public utilities, especially public spaces. Now, we are going to examine the current problems and foresee the future developments of public space in Hong Kong. Hong Kong is a community which consists of 6 district council constituencies, including Hock Yuen Nguyen Third, Whampoa East, Whampoa West, Hong Kong Bay, Hong Kong, and Kah Wai. This study will focus on the public space services in these places. As developed by the Hong Kong Public Space Initiative, the public space pyramid is an important concept in understanding the social importance of public spaces. Accessibility is the basic quality of public space because it should offer uses to every person by convenient geographical location and easily accessed entrance. Then, comfortable environment together with comprehensive facilities are essential to facilitate urban events and people's activities. Furthermore, adoption of people-oriented design and free use can initiate public utilization. Ultimately, it is important to generate the sociability of public spaces to promote public life and sense of community. Now, we are going to examine the spaces in the district by using these principles. First of all, where are the public spaces? Are they accessible and sufficient? The Hong Kong Planning Standards and Guidelines require the provision of 2 square meters of public spaces per person. The 2011 census shows the population in Hong Kong was around 107,000, so that at least 21 hectares of open space should be provided. However, according to the outline zoning plan, currently there are only 8.5 hectares of public space provided, showing a 60% inadequacy. Quantitatively, public spaces in Hong Kong can hardly fulfill and meet the public needs. The problem gets more severe when the spaces are not convenient. It is obvious that most of the public spaces are located at the development fringes, such as Fat Kwong Street and the Harbourfront. Meanwhile, there is almost no public spaces along Mata Wai Road, Wu Hu Street, and Berkeley Street, which are the densest roads in the community. Moreover, the physical and visual accessibility performance of spaces in Hong Kong is also poor. Tai Wan Road Playground is an obvious example. It is elevated from the street level, which is hard to be noticed, while the entrance is very narrow and dark. Similarly, elevated Fat Kwong Street Playground only offers 2 entrances, but all of them must be accessed by walking up steep staircases and slopes. These 2 simple cases demonstrated the typical accessibility issues of spaces around the district. The public space performance gets even worse with the poor environment and facilities. Nearly all of the public spaces in Hong Kong are for single purposes. Just taking the space around Fat Kwong Street as example, they are all sitting out areas, gardens, and sports facilities, but none of them are multifunctional. As a result, it is common to find specific but not diverse population groups using the particular spaces. For instance, elderly and teenagers will only be found in gardens and sports facilities respectively. Even the general public will use their public spaces for their own activities. This spatial pattern can hardly encourage social interactions and sociability. Besides, the environment of leisure spaces are not comfortable and user-friendly. Dense trees and buildings cause the atmosphere of Tai Wan Road Playground and Station Lane sitting out area are dark, suppressed, and unpleasant, which refuses public uses. For the spaces greater in size, such as Fat Kwong Street Playground and Hutchison Park, grounds are mostly planted with shrubs, which does not allow authentic interactions between the users and the environment. From the above, in general, we can see that the leisure spaces in the district are repelling public utilization. So, what is the future? How can we improve the current situation? First of all, better promenade development is essential for the future. even though the harbourfront is farther from the residential developments. Apparently, the residents tend to use the promenade while the population groups are more diverse, especially in holidays. Certainly, different ownerships of the harbourfront brings difficult planning, design, and management. However, the government decided to relocate the Hong Kong ferry bus terminus into a larger public space, which will then enhance the accessibility and functions of the harbourfront. With better variety of environment and facilities, the future harbourfront tends to offer a more open and free environment for people's activities, and that as the major recreational node and compensate the current public space problem in Hong Kong. Besides, more public spaces should be provided and utilized through new development and redevelopment projects. Certainly, in the eastern side, Whampoa Garden and Laguna Verde opened their communal spaces to the general public, but space shortage continues in the western side. In recent years, more public spaces are provided during new developments such as Kerry Hotel and Hong Kong Estate. With more and more redevelopment projects, if the government can well impose development conditions and monitor the project designs, in the coming future, more high-quality spaces will then be readily enjoyable by the public. To conclude, in such a dense district, accessibility, environment, and facilities are the major obstacles for the public space enjoyment in Hong Kong. Comprehensive promenade development and public space planning in redevelopment projects should be adopted in order to create a better future and social life for the general public.